Archangel Michael says, that is a message you really need to listen right now. It is approximately a loopy scenario. It really has been going on at the back of your returned. A whole unlawful scheme. It has simply been busted huge open with the aid of the police. Concentrate. I recognize this sounds wild, but this isn't always only a few fashionable caution for a person else. This is for you. This is about your destiny, your safety, and an entire war you didn't even recognize being fought even as these shadows had been sneaking up on you. This entire aspect, it was a quiet, unlawful scheme with so many layers and such darkish intentions that best divine intervention should have added it into the light. And now, in the end, it has been. Heaven has been watching for lengthy sufficient. The police discovered a ton of stuff. Files, secret documents, even recordings that show what I have been whispering to you all the one stressed nights. You weren't crazy. That feeling that a person was watching you, the weird changes in your life, all those random barriers, the ones have been genuinely symptoms. Symptoms from me. The enemy attempted to cover it, but the reality has sooner or later come out and names have been revealed. The maximum shocking element is that a famous character you likely understand is leading the charge for justice to your behalf. Their status up for you, even though you didn't recognize you wished it. Just breathe. I realize your heart is probably pounding out of your chest. That is a massive deal, life-altering. But you aren't alone. Michael has promised to defend you with all of heaven's armies. And this exposure is handiest the beginning. What's come to light is darker than you may have ever imagined. Cash turned into exchanged. Snapshots of you had been used without your permission. And pretend files had been created for your name. Human beings had been meeting in secret simply to discern out how to wreck your future. Why? Because you are sporting something really unique. Divine desire, a prophetic future, and a light that threatens all their darkish plans. For a while, those human beings were running behind the curtain. They messed together with your communication, intercepted divine messages meant just for you, and paid others to mislead you. They even recruited humans to get close to you and report again. A few even pretended to love you just to get facts. But their game is subsequently over. The police have all the evidence, names, timelines, and call records. The fact is so large that a worldwide investigation is already underway. But here's the component it is going to blow your thoughts. The famous character who were given concern wasn't just a twist of fate. That they had a dream. I gave them an imaginative and prescient some nights in the past in which your face appeared to them while they have been napping. They noticed your ache, your tears, and your strength. They wakened weeping, definitely overwhelmed with the need to do something. They referred to as in all their assets, their attorneys, and their investigative groups. They worked in complete secrecy, and what they found left them shaken. They're now not doing this for reputation or interest. They are doing this because I advised them this individual consists of my mark. Shield them. They went live earlier underneath a conceal the usage of cautiously worded interviews, nameless donations, and silent operations. But behind the scenes, they are your biggest best friend. And soon, everybody will recognize. But for now, I need you to be clever. Don't pass sharing this with just everyone. No longer each person around you wants to see you succeed. Some of the human beings nonetheless smiling at your part of this complete net. You have to permit me guide you. You have to live in prayer, in silence, and in surrender. My child, I additionally need you to understand something else. I know how exhausted you are. I recognize you felt like giving up so in many instances. The delays, the betrayals, and the doorways slammed for your face. They were not random. They had been all coordinated. However, on every occasion you purchased back up, every time you prayed as opposed to panicking, and each time you chose kindness over revenge, heaven took note. And now the time for justice has come. I'm bringing a flood of healing. However, this is not just about exposing them. It's approximately elevating you. I'm now not most effective going to take down folks that plotted in opposition to you, but I'm going to boost you higher than ever earlier than. The monetary step forward it is coming is unlike whatever you've ever visible. Belongings, land, and inheritance, and a criminal victory. That is all related to the case it's been uncovered. You had been just fighting to live to tell the tale, but you had been definitely being positioned to receive a legacy. There is even extra. That one character you had forgotten you. The one whose silence broke your coronary heart, they may be coming lower back. Why? Due to the fact they have been additionally manipulated by means of this scheme. They were shown faux documents, phony screenshots, and lies spoken in your call. However, now the fact is being revealed. And they are seeing the whole thing in reality. Their coronary heart is breaking over what they failed to recognize. They may be speeding to you. And I've touched their spirit with repentance. You will soon get a message, a letter, or a voice this is trembling with reality. They will say, I was incorrect. I see all of it now. Please forgive me. You might be tempted to simply close them out. However, take into account, I am a God of redemption. I bring justice, however I also carry restoration. Don't block what I am trying to repair. And nonetheless, there may be one more layer to this. Michael is cautioning you right now. Not every person is going to celebrate your victory. A few are going to panic and some are going to try to get returned at you. It is why you need to live underneath divine education. There are two people who will foe to help you at some point of this time, however they're handiest seeking out statistics. One has already tried to reach out to you laterally. The opposite is looking you quietly from a fake online account. Do no longer have interaction. Do no longer respond. Block them. Cut ties. Trust me in this. This is additionally the time to get your home prepared. Cleanse your property. Anoint your doorways. Talk my guarantees over each corner of your residing. There has been something, an enemy with awful intentions, planted in your home. Michael will display you in which it is. Get rid of it. Burn it. Take again your area. And about the monetary miracle. It is coming in an honestly extraordinary way. Count on an unexpected bank notice, a prison settlement, or maybe a check from an agency you in no way even carried out to. That is a part of the divine reversal. The money that became stolen from you, each spiritually and physically, is coming lower back 7 instances over. Even total strangers are being moved to bless you. A woman you've by no means met goes to be used to deliver a prophetic phrase to you within the following few days. She will simply seem with a voice that brings peace and a message that looks like a bolt of lightning in your soul. You will simply know it's from me. Listen to her. Do not forget about her. She's been dispatched for you presently. My baby, maintain on to this tightly. You are not a victim. You are a winner. What changed into intended to smash you'll only increase you. What they intended for evil, I became for proper. The celeb who is fighting for you is only the begin. Others are going to sign up for in. Well-known human beings, non-secular leaders, and government. They are all being woken up. You are not hidden anymore. I have also instructed the angels to protect your each step. Not anything they send towards you will work. No curse, no spell, no slander will stick. I have issued a heavenly restraining order. You are included within the blood of the Lamb, surrounded through angels and stamped with divine authority. This message is your affirmation from heaven. You haven't been forgotten. You have not been deserted. You've got been blanketed for any such time as this. The publicity has all started. The illegal scheme is falling apart. The masks are coming off. And the reward in your persistence is about to arrive. Michael says, the scrolls of your future are being unsealed. The e-book of fact is open. And your name is written in fireplace at the pages of glory. Just hold on. The hurricane is passing. The sun is rising. And also you, my beloved, are strolling into the season of healing, revelation, and divine justice. Consider me. Simply watch what I do subsequent. It is already in movement. God says, now listen carefully, my infant, because what I am approximately to mention would possibly sound unbelievable, but every word is authentic. The person that paid to have your call dragged via the dust is a person you as soon as relied on completely. This wasn't a stranger. This was someone who smiled to your face and mentioned you at the back of your again. Someone who knew how a lot you cherished, how a lot you relied on, and the way unswerving you have been. However, rather than honoring your goodness, they used your kindness against you. They noticed your silence, your peacefulness, your patience, and your prayers as a sign which you have been in clean target. However, Archangel Michael saw the whole lot. He documented all of the hidden messages, the secret conferences, or even the moments once they laughed on the delay of your future. They thought they'd more time. The idea they might simply keep spreading lies to each person about who you're. They'd no concept that the fireplace of divine exposure become already on its manner. The movie star who is combating for you turned into divinely assigned. Heaven touched their heart without you even having to ask. They've effect and spiritual insight. They have been betrayed before, and that is why they identified exactly what was achieved to you. They failed to come to rescue you out of pity. They have been chosen because their voice is strong and their spirit is natural. Haven will now not allow this scheme to be successful. There may be now a ripple effect happening. The publicity has reached places you've never even heard of. Human beings you do not even understand at the moment are talking about what became accomplished to you. However, do not be scared. Don't worry. Those whispers aren't slander. They are an awakening. God is putting your call inside the mouths of individuals who let you, who make choices and who permit you to satisfy your destiny. You would possibly sense crushed. I will see the tears beginning to nicely up on your eyes as you examine this, however, just wipe them away. Do not be scared of this surprising publicity. This isn't always the form of exposure that brings disgrace. This is the type that brings glory. Whilst human beings find out what was accomplished to you in the back of your back, they may not mock you. They may drop to their knees and say, "How did they survive that?" They'll honor you because I'm going to make your tale a banner of my faithfulness. You may be contacted within the coming days with an invitation. It would look like it has not anything to do with all of this, but don't ignore it. That invitation is a doorway into locations you have been close out of earlier than. There may be someone expecting you there who has something for you, a reality, a file, or maybe money. I will verify this for you in a dream the night before. Michael is already getting the manor geared up. And there may be additionally a warning. A person from your past goes to try and rush back into your lifestyles. They may fake there for your side now. They will say they had been harassed, mistled, or simply seeking to guard you. But heaven isn't fooled. Their heart is still bloodless, and their hands are nonetheless dirty from what they did. You need to be clever and pay attention. I'll provide you with a sign, a burning feeling to your spirit, a sudden stillness within the air, or maybe a pointy unexplained noise after they communicate. That's how you will know they were not sent with the aid of me. Instead, consciousness on what's being rebuilt. Your name is being restored. Your voice is coming again. The non-secular energy that became stolen from you is being improved. Folks who manipulated your silence will quickly realize that you had been in no way vulnerable. You have been simply looking ahead to the proper time. And now that time has come. Baby, I need you to get geared up physically too. You want to organize a few things on your life. Papers, documents, antique emails, and recollections. Smooth out the physical and religious muddle. A prime opportunity is coming. It really is going to require you to behave fast. There won't be time for confusion or postpone. You'll get a contract, a telephone name, or a proposal. You don't permit doubt or hesitation forestall you. The equal folks that made a musing of you may quickly be asking you ways you got there. The celebrity who's made this fee for you has also made a private promise to speak your call publicly when the time is proper. They're preserving secret press meetings, organizing felony assist, and building a protective protection round you. You might not realize them for my part, however you are in their prayers. They're being guided by means of the equal spirit that referred to as David from the fields to the throne. And you, my toddler, are that David. There's one extra factor Michael needs you to understand. Your fitness has been attacked. Now not simply physically, however spiritually. The fatigue, the sudden pains, and the emotional roller coasters were not random. Magic turned into concerned. A spiritual struggle changed into waged in opposition to your mind and body. Someone even attempted to bury a photograph of you, however it failed to paintings. My fire surrounded you, and what they sent got here right again to them. It's why some human beings are now silent. It is now not that they've changed. It is that judgment has already begun. You may pay attention rumors soon about sure people dropping things or being exposed publicly. Don't brag. Do not laugh. Just pray. Due to the fact this is part of the divine reversal. What was intended to smash you turns into your upward push. What became hidden underneath faux names, faux stories, and fake friendships is being completely uncovered. Their masks are coming off. Their partnerships are crumbling. The empire they built in your lower back is collapsing. You, alternatively, are entering into a global of readability and abundance. The peace that's coming can be so deep that it will quiet all of your fears. The pleasure you are about to feel will make you forget the years of sorrow. And the human beings entering your lifestyles now are nothing like the ones from your past. Those are real people. Humans with integrity. Humans with a divine motive. People who do not want to drain your power. They want to help you upward thrust. There is a selected assets, a specific vicinity that has been prepared on the way to both stay paintings or create something significant. This place changed into proven to someone in a dream and they were advised to hold on to it for you. A message, an possibility, or a key will come quickly. Watch for it. Do now not flip it down. It's related in your destiny. Even greater shockingly, a person you secretly well known admired you, too. However they couldn't attain out because they have been warned by using the very those who attempted to sabotage you. But now that the fact is popping out, they're seeing you genuinely and their heart is converting. What begins as a message of apology will develop into something lots deeper. Be open to like again. Be open to choose. Don't stay just like the old betrayal turned into the closing chapter. It's not. I have the final say. This message isn't always just an replace. It is an announcement. Archangel Michael is sounding a trumpet in the religious realm. It is an emergency, but not one in all fear. That is a pink alert for miracles, a siren for justice, a countdown to your breakthrough. You have to stay alert. You need to pray each night before you sleep. Say out loud, I am chosen. I am covered. I am geared up. In only a few days, something huge goes to shift. The range 3 is stamped all over this moment. Anticipate 3 signs, 3 confirmations, and 3 divine interruptions. Once they appear, do not ignore them. My baby, I am with you. Your angels are with you. The heavenly courts have ruled in your favor. The books are being opened. The records are being corrected. And each single lie informed about you is being reversed. Michael says it is an emergency. Do not ignore this. Don't stroll away questioning it as just every other message. This one is specific. This one is for you. And heaven is begging you to listen due to the fact time is not ready. Something hidden has simply been exposed. An unlawful scheme, dark in its purpose and designed to damage you, has been uncovered by way of folks that serve justice. Heaven is in the back of this unveiling. The police didn't just happen to locate it by using coincidence. There has been divine influence guiding their eyes, stirring their palms and shining a mild on the truth. You were not presupposed to be destroyed. You weren't alleged to be taken down by means of lies and manipulation. You have been marked through God from the very beginning. And what they suppose to be your downfall, God is turning into a miracle of exposure. Even now, Archangel Michael is standing right next to you. He is no longer calm. He's pressing. His voice is a holy alarm. He has drawn his flaming sword, now not out of worry, however with righteous authority. His wings are unfold wide behind you, chasing away every shadow that attempted to surround your name. He says they attempted to bury you with words, accusations, and betrayal, however they forgot that your foundation is divine. Your lifestyles is not built on what other human beings suppose. Your soul isn't described with the aid of what human beings say. You have been created through God, selected before the beginning of time, and now heaven is stepping in to make certain you do not fall into the trap they deliberate. A high-profile celebrity is leading a charge. Yes, a person you would not anticipate. A person effective with the potential to be heard. It truly is due to the fact your story is not simply non-public. It is spiritual. This individual has been moved with the aid of a divine nudge. God touched their coronary heart inside the quiet of the night time. They noticed something in a dream. They felt a feel of urgency in their soul. They might not even recognize why they experienced so interested in you or why they sense so pressured to defend you, but it's actual. Heaven often works through surprising people. Don't underestimate what the Lord can do. Do not doubt how quick He can flip your existence around. This individual is set to say your name in which it clearly matters. Your truth is being taken into rooms you have by no means walked in. Your tale is being instructed with grace and strength. God is not just aware of the schemes. He is already manner in advance of them. Each lie, every manipulation, every fake signature, each forged record, and every secret message dispatched in the back of your return, he saw it all. He documented it. He saved the proof in heaven's court docket. And now the time has come for it to be discovered. The law of God is aligning with the regulation of heaven. What turned into whispered in the darkish is now being shouted from the rooftops. You are not a sufferer here. You're the man or woman via whom justice is set to be revealed. God will prove your innocence, no longer just quietly, but publicly. He is placing a desk for you right in the front of your enemies. And people who conspired against you don't have any preference but to watch as you are lifted up. You would possibly have felt truly lonely recently. Perhaps you've been misunderstood, overlooked, rejected, or puzzled. You've got observed strange matters and a feeling on your spirit that something simply wasn't right. It truly is because heaven turned into alerting you. The one's intestine feelings were more than simply emotions. They were divine warnings. God has been nudging you, telling you to wish more, pause greater, and watch greater carefully. Some of the human beings you depended on had been sporting masks. However, now those masks are falling off. You are about to peer the reality, no longer simply together with your eyes, however with a clear spirit. You will sooner or later understand their intentions. You may not be confused anymore. There may be no lie effective enough to stand against the truth God is revealing. Archangel Michael is surrounding your electricity. Now, you might even sense something moving as you read this. That's due to the fact this isn't always ordinary. This is supernatural. The battle over your life has reached its peak. You are status at the edge of your leap forward. This is why the assaults had been so extreme. The closer to procure for your motive, the more the enemy tried to entice you in schemes that might slow you down or spoil your popularity. However, it may not paintings. God isn't just pulling you out of it. He's the use of this as a platform to boost you better than you ever imagined. You are approximately to walk in a level of style that cannot be defined. You're approximately to be blessed in a manner that no curse can forestall. Heaven is to your side. Do you recognize how large that is? The author of the celebrities, the only who spoke light into existence. The Alpha and the Omega is watching over you. You aren't outnumbered. The conflict has already been received to your want. You are not combating by yourself. Even if it feels just like the enemy is triumphing, recognize this. God has allowed simply enough movement to expose each unmarried detail. Nothing hidden will live hidden. Each settlement they cast, every bribe they took, each faux signature used to lure you, it is all coming to mild. And whilst it does, there is going to be a reversal so divine that it will now not simplest clean your name, but it's going to make you extra crucial. The celebrity main this cause may not say plenty at first, however their actions are like thunder within the non-secular global. They're transferring with heaven's aid. They're going to open doorways for you that you in no way might have had access to earlier then. They had been moved by way of a vision. They noticed a short image of your face. They heard your name of their sleep. They couldn't forget about it. It's now not an accident. It's a divine plan. You don't need to pass after them. God is sending them. They may be coming to bless you, to arise for you, and to apply their platform for something sacred. The angels are working behind the curtain, making every difficult path directly proper now. Your only job is to consider. It is it. Consider and pray. Don't panic. Do not let worry choke your religion. God isn't always asking you to fight together with your very own power. He is no longer anticipating you to parent the entirety out. He is simplest asking you to consider, to stay in vicinity, and to hold your coronary heart open. Your obedience will free up the float. Your humility will entice heaven's electricity. Nothing that comes towards you may paintings. God will use each attack as an affidavit. You may not be ashamed. You may not be silenced. You may now not be defeated. Even now, a number of the folks that were a part of the scheme are starting to feel guilty. They're restless. They're scared. Their palms are shaking. Heaven is weighing on their judgment of right and wrong. The truth is catching up to them. Some of them will confess. A few will come ahead because they're afraid. Others could be stuck without caution. But either way, the result is the identical. The scheme is falling apart. Their lies are crumbling. Their plan is being dismantled through unseen hands. God says He's placing a firewall around you. Your name is being clean. Your popularity is being restored. You do not need to show you are harmless. God Himself is doing it for you. The enemy attempted to label you, but heaven has marked you with a seal that says redeemed, included, selected. Archangel Michael is roaring with holy fire. He's now not simply standing there. He is passionate. He's preventing for you in places you cannot even see. He's ripping up contracts, tearing up false reports, and preventing attacks that never even reached you. You did not even recognize how near hazard came, however God blocked it each unmarried time. The times beforehand may move rapid. New people, new connections, unexpected truths. Don't be afraid. God is rushing things up for you. You've got waited long sufficient. You've got cried enough. You've gone through greater than every person is aware of. Now the shift starts off evolved, and it starts with this exposure. The fact isn't most effective being discovered. It's being given power. God is shining a light so shiny that even your enemies will fall to their knees in disbelief. A few can be silenced. Others can be eliminated. However, you may nonetheless be status. Now not due to your electricity, however due to His grace. Live in prayer. Stay included. Stay alert. God will speak to you in goals. He'll display you the people you could trust. He's going to whisper warnings while you want to walk away. He'll show you doors which can be opening just for you. This isn't the give up. That is your launching season. A brand new beginning is being written within the books of heaven, and nothing can cancel what God has already stated. You're secure. You're held. You're being added. Even now heaven is responding to your situation with a vengeance. God has seen each single trap and became them into platforms. You'll no longer be humiliated. You'll be celebrated. The story is being written. The proof is constructing. The victory is guaranteed. So just keep on. Don't surrender. Breathe deeply and permit peace fill you up. The battle isn't yours to combat. It's the Lord's. And He has already won. Michael says it is an emergency. Please, please don't ignore this. That is for you. You had been led here due to the fact heaven deliberate this precise moment for your eyes best. The timing is divine. The message is pressing. Something has just been uncovered. Something that changed into saved from you, hidden in undeniable sight, wrapped in lies, protected by means of humans you relied on, and prompted by powers that wanted to maintain you distracted and susceptible. But now the cover has been ripped off. Heaven's mild has exposed it. Archangel Michael with his sword of divine justice has cut through the confusion. An unlawful scheme that changed into supposed to harm you, supposed to destroy your call, your possibilities, your pleasure, and your entire future has simply been found out by way of the police underneath divine guidance. What you do not comprehend is that there have been people whispering about you in rooms you've never been in. There were conferences where your name got here up now, not in a terrific way but in a malicious secretive way. A person someone you in no way would have suspected become paid, stimulated or emotionally manipulated into placing you up. You were being used, watched, and perhaps even monitored without you knowing. Your every circulate was watched. Your phrases have been twisted. Your intentions had been modified. You had no concept because your coronary heart changed into pure. But God knew He became watching the complete time. Every unmarried time a person lied approximately you, heaven took note. Every try to lure you turned into met with angelic interference you could not see. Each fake smile you encountered was observed through God Himself. And now that justice has all started to roll like thunder, God wishes you to know you aren't a sufferer. You're a vessel of divine protection.